up, yo? So I did a little run. My boys,
yes sir,
they about to do a run too. Let's go. See what I'm saying?
Oh,
they about to get the work in. So
how long is it gonna take to run 3 miles? Like 22 minutes?
It depends on your pace.
Depends on pace, right?
your pace, yeah.
Your pace.
I think 3 miles is isn't it 9 laps? Or on this one,
I
though.
think 4 is a mile here.
4 is a mile?
So
Yeah.
3 miles is 12.
12?
12? Okay.
12 minutes?
12 laps.
12 laps.
Yeah.
I mean, a good time to run, I mean, I think you could reach like a mile in maybe 10 or 12 minutes.
Okay.
So 3 miles is probably like around 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah. Fuck that. I'm gonna cut it
See,
down.
man.
Cause I remember I used to run like 26 and then like 23 would be like a challenge. But let's see.
Sun is beautiful. There he go. So I'm putting in work.
I hate being sober.
No smoking and no drinking.
What's going on, y'all? DMJ here. So today I'm gonna be talking about exercises you can do and stuff for cardio. As you see, boxing. So if you link up with a group of friends, if you have friends, I hope y'all do. Always good to work with a group. Basically what I like to do, we go to East River, as you guys saw, and we do some boxing drills. So these boxing drills, we have some knowledge of boxing. My friend took boxing, I took Muy Thai, so it was kind of in the same element. So doing boxing drills before you do calisthenics is very essential. As you saw, we like to run. I did like a mile run. I always like to do mile runs, and I always like to do some boxing before I work out, as I say. It just basically helps with keeping your endurance levels up, keeping your cardio level up, and keeps you carved. So if you want that muscle definition, you're gonna have to do cardio. Calisthenics will get you right, it will get you big, it will get you the muscles, but in order to keep a low percentage of body fat, you need to do cardio, lots of it, every day. So what we do, boxing drills, as you guys seen, 1, 2, 3 motions. Basically, this is just basically doing jab, jab, body shot, jab, jab, body shot. These type of orientations of boxing literally helps with not just keeping up with learning how to defend yourself, but also keeps up with, just as I said, endurance, keeping your body knowing, keeping your brain moving. This actually helps because when you're doing calisthenics, you need to be able to use your head. It's not really all about the power you have here, it's usually the power you have up here. So this teaches you a little bit of discipline and also keeps your body fat percentage low. So now I want to talk to you about ab exercises, because this video is part of that. As I said, it's based on cardio and it's also based on ab exercises. So I'm going to go from beginner, intermediate, to expert. So right now I want to be talking about the beginning stages. It's important to use resistance bands. Resistance bands literally helps you. If you do not use resistance bands in the beginning of learning how to do abs exercises, you will kind of mess up and your form will be bad. So that means doing crunches. If you cannot do crunches with your foot planted on the floor, you must use resistance bands. These are things you could do, as you see in the video here. My friend is using resistance bands, I'm using resistance bands. We do this, we always go back to the basics, because even though we're really good at what we do, we're still trying to learn. There's some things we haven't learned yet. I'm still trying to learn the front lever, so going back to the basics really helps with that. So as you see, resistance bands training literally helps with that. And when you finish that, you can remove the resistance bands and go on to just keeping that same motion as you learn with the resistance bands, and do crunches and do the twist and turns, which is working out the obliques here. And once you do that, you're able to have a nice flowing six-pack abs and keeping your V. Now, intermediate level, bar. Your hands on the bar, right? You can either do it this way on the bar, like as if you're doing like a wide angle pull-up position. We can hold up here, right? And you hold your hands out knees to the chest. Knees to the chest helps because this actually helps with keeping your core tight, but also keeping your forearm strength there as well, because you need good forearm strength to do these routines, right? So if you looked at my past videos when it comes to arm exercises, those things will kind of help you in that regard. See my friend here, he was kind of new to certain these things, so but he did good his first day because what he was used to the resistance bands training with the crunches and everything else, and now he's able to do that. This is just basic intermediate level stuff, you know, not really too complicated, nothing too crazy, you know what I'm saying? And as you see here in this part of the video, you see he's using not the resistance bands anymore. He's able to just go, as you see in the video here. He's able to move, he's able to do the things that he can do without the bands, and that just comes from just learning what to do from the basics. Always go back to basics. So now we're gonna get a little bit into the expert level. I had to use rings. Rings literally helps me with keeping my mobility at a certain standard, keeping my balance at a certain standard. These are things that are very essential for you. If you do not do these things, you cannot do rings. I stressed this enough times. You gotta make sure you go back to basics and then intermediate and then to advanced. And even if you're in advanced, always go back to basics and teach you literally the fundamentals. The rings, you will start shaking like this if you do not understand how to hold your own body weight. You know what I'm saying? So those are things to look out for. Alright? So from here, we're gonna go into a little bit of, as I said, the expert level training. So if you ever see people in the NFL, they use like a weighted ball, right? They use a weighted ball and they go hit you on your stomach. This is actually building resistance to your abs. So if you're in a fight, or if you want that strong core and be able to do things a little bit more efficiently, this would actually help. This is giving you pressure, and it's giving you pressure on your abs. So your abs will develop that shield, I should say, kind of like a shield. You know, back in the old days, people used to do things, and you know, the primal days of man, or you know, just back in the old times, people had shields to protect themselves, right? So you want to build that resistance for your stomach too. This will actually make your abs look more defined, but also gives you that strength you need. As you see here, I like to do skin the cats. Skin the cats literally helps on the rings. It helps with your mobility. It helps gaining that resistance. So when you start doing, let's say, isometric holds on the rings, back levers, front levers, you're able to do them at a quite efficient rate. So make sure you focus on those things. As you can see here, see I do skin the cats, and then I go into back lever. See, perfect form. Come up, do a whole front lever back in, and then I'm able to do these walk-ups, and then I hold for an L sit. These are basic things. This is how you reach the level. See, I showed you from beginning to expert level. There's always levels to these things, so you make sure you do those things, and you'll be fine. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, thank you all for checking out. It's been a pleasure having you out here and seeing what we do best. And shout out to Brooklyn and shout out to Manhattan. You know what I'm saying? If you want to go to this spot, it's in the description. Thank you for checking out.